From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, it's time for Up Close and Personal here on The Horse's Mouth, of course, on Buzz TV and at my bar, at Tommy Max, and brought to you by our good friends at the Heritage Capital Group. One of my favorites is back. He hasn't been to the new studio, but he's here now, my old teammate, my good friend, and Lonnie Marts from Level the Playing Field Leadership Academy. Lon, how are you, my man?
I'm well.
You're looking good, man. You look like you, I don't know, people say to me, like, man, you look like you still do it. I'm like, in a phone booth, maybe, but that's about as far as I can go.
1-2 plays.
That's right.
1 or 2.
That's right. You and I were obviously teammates, linebacker mates. We started for a few games together, and unfortunately I got injured. But, man, we would have had a good time playing that over. We still had a good time.
It was a good year. It was a good year.
Great year. That was that big year, man.
How's
it going at Level the Playing Field? Tell us the latest.
It's going well. We had a gala last Thursday.
Okay.
I got to have my hats are off. My hats off to Florida Blue.
Okay.
We had a number of sponsors that were really well, but Florida Blue made a $100,000 donation.
All right.
Blew my mind.
That's
awesome. Really blew my mind. So now we can actually step out a little bit and gain some more boys and do a little bit more impact to the community. So.
How many boys are in the academy right now?
Well, 11 are in there right now, and we're going to open it up in probably November, and we're going to have another 15 come in. So,
are you really?
Yeah. So
that's great.
Man, it's something. You know how much kids cost.
Oh, you know it.
You need all the money and support you can get.
Absolutely, man. How about people have you brought on additional people to help you? You're going to have to with another 15
Yeah, with
kids,
another 15. Yes, we're going to bring in, but we've got it all solid right now where we have probably 1 to 2. I'm going to say my staff pretty much volunteers, but we're about 5 of us.
How did you get into this?
Honestly, it was something that I started.
No, I remember you started it.
Well, when I was coaching football, high school football, I noticed that what I was doing was what someone did for me.
Right.
And so once I got out of football, it was, what else can you do? It's in your hand, what's in front of you. And this was one of those things that I always wanted to do, give back. Fatherless boys. You got to level that playing field.
That's great.
And hopefully we won't have anybody saying, "Oh, woe is me," and the boys are actually able to do what we expect them to do because we've given you everything you need.
All the tools.
So, and they need them.
Let me do my math. So 11 plus 15 is 26. Takes 22 to field the football team. Are we? We're
not going. That's the crazy part. Most people think that we're all about athletics, and when they come in and they see that I'm actually turning them away from athletics. Not completely, but it's. I want you to have something else. You got to have an option, and we talk to our boys all the time about pivot foot. You can go as long as you want, but at some point that career ends, and you absolutely have to go back to whatever skill sets you had previously. And so, great learning how to play football, learn how to do math. Learn how to do programming. Learn how to code. Learn how to. I don't care if it's writing, and some of our boys are just they're athletic averted. They don't want to be.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, it's not in their repertoire, so to speak, right?
Yeah. So people are surprised when they come in and see our boys. So.
Yeah, absolutely. How about? I know the Jaguars have helped. Are you still associated with the Jags Foundation?
You know what's funny, and this is you'll be the first to know this. We actually I will be the community champion for our alumni weekend.
Okay.
So I get to stand on the field and receive, I guess, donation or funding or acknowledgement for what I'm doing in the community. And it's not just me; it's obviously our whole staff. So
absolutely.
But we'll get rewarded for that and acknowledge that we're doing some good work. So
I am. It's not a done deal yet either, so I shouldn't even announce it because it's not done yet, but we're talking to the Jags for Legends Weekend that my band performs at one of the events.
Didn't everybody leave last year to go see you?
A few came, they did. Yeah, they've seen it before.
Let's go.
All right, let's talk Jags real quick.
All right.
It's.
I'm probably a little different than you. So go ahead.
Well, give me your assessment of the team after 3 games.
It's too early. It's too
Very
early to jump the ship. It's there are some things to be concerned about, and I think those are offensive line.
Okay.
Defense cannot stay on the field that long, and there's a little bit of a hitch or something going on with Trevor that. I don't know how to explain that. I'm not a quarterback, but I will allow him to grow and get a little bit better.
This guy's not falling at all.
No.
It is very early. But I do think the game against the Texans was a little concerning.
Yeah.
We weren't
it has
expecting that at all.
Well, I would say even the game against Kansas City, if you're that close to the end zone, you have to run it in.
Yeah, you got to score.
I don't care if it's Trevor jumping over the top. You got to score.
And Philly does.
Yeah, well, that puts them in a bad situation. Now they may have a little bit of hesitation. Are we really as good as we thought we were going to be? And I think we could have done that. We could have put that pressure on them, which would have helped us out playing against the Texans if we didn't have such a bigger head. But I think they just it's a little.
Well, listen, I trust
concerning.
them all. I trust them all, and I'm expecting them to have a very good year. The thing that kind of threw me off a little bit was Doug Peterson said before or after the Kansas City game that week of practice wasn't a good week of practice, and we know that happens. Right. It does happen. But second week, you just did a great job beating the Colts division. Now you got the champs. Yeah. Bad week.
Well, the Colts. I think they in their heads they were thinking that the Colts are in disarray. Yep. We can definitely and they probably got surprised by the quarterback just a little bit because he was better than expected.
They got surprised by Stroud.
Yeah,
the Texas
and
quarterback.
So now
he's good.
Whatever. It's always 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks after, you still got to deal with whatever happened that first 2 weeks in that first week. And so what's happening right now is whatever Coach saw that they could work on, Texans took advantage of it with a better quarterback. You're right. So next week, Falcons. Ritter is probably not that guy. I just think that offense is kind of limited. They want to run the ball.
They're going to run the ball. Yeah, hopefully we can stop them.
Yes.
All right, as I wrap up here, it's a question it's on everybody's mind. Did you go out and either buy a Kelsey jersey or Taylor Swift tickets?
I did not.
Neither one?
I did
Come
not.
on.
I did not. I came from KC, so
that's right. You did.
That's right. It's in my blood.
Chiefs Kingdom welcomed her, though. It
they did. They did. Anybody but Kelsey, man.
There you go. He's the man, though. When you're that good of a player, you can do whatever.
And you can ask Taylor Swift.
That's right.
She comes.
That's great. Lonnie, always a pleasure, my man.
Yes, always.
Keep up the great work. We're going to see more of Lonnie Marts here on The Horse's Mouth, and make sure you check out his great profile and see what he's doing out there in the community, man. It's Level the Playing Field Leadership Academy. Check that out. And until next time, y'all stay safe out there and be cool. And we'll see you right here on The Horse's Mouth. Cheers.
The team at Heritage Capital Group is special because it's a collection of people across the spectrum.
We have people who have been in the shoes of owners that are looking to buy and sell, and professionals that have executed transactions helping buy and sell companies for decades.
I think when you talk to us, see what our experience is, see what our skills are, see the reach that we have, you'll be very happy with the recommendation.